Okay, Ferrari World. There goes Formula Rossa. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That is gonna be amazing. Oh hey, I'm Eric from ETicketAttractions, and this is my very first time at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi. So unfortunately this guy right here is gonna be closed for annual maintenance. I'm devastated. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's start the show. So here's the entrance plaza. The whole thing is inside this giant building. Nice. Okay, so since I'm here, I think I'm gonna go straight for Formula Rossa. It is the world's fastest roller coaster. I'm really excited. I've heard it's pretty good. And actually I was really surprised because the hills, when you're outside and you're looking at it, in video, it seems like it's like, you know, small and it's just curves and whatever, but the hills are actually really, really high. So I heard you get a little bit of airtime. We shall see. Okay, that was about a 35-minute wait and then another 20 minutes for the front row. I did it in the front row. Incredible. 150 miles an hour, 240 kilometers an hour, the fastest roller coaster in the world. The launch is crazy because it's really, really long, so it's not the fastest acceleration you've ever felt in your entire life, but it just keeps going and going and going, and it is so fast. Yeah, it was an absolute blast. I'm gonna have to do it a couple more times, I think, later. I did it in the front row this time. I want to try it in a couple different rows. And it is true that you lose a little bit of speed as you're going around the track, but it's still, it's really, really cool. And you do actually get a little airtime as you're going over some of the hills. So good first attraction. Let's see what else I can check off. Okay, I think I'm gonna head to Mission Ferrari, which is their new FX roller coaster, just in case it breaks down later. Uh-oh, looks like Mission Ferrari broke down. It just opened at 2 o'clock, so we'll see what the line is like and what the ride's like. I'm excited.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The tremendous crocodile. Anyway,
Okay, Mission Ferrari. Actually only waited 15 minutes for that, and I was in the front row. Whoa, crazy hair. Okay, so some thoughts about Mission Ferrari. First of all, I liked it. I thought it was really fun. I'm not gonna say any of the things that happened that are a surprise, because I think it was actually more fun. I didn't really know what was gonna happen. I knew what the elements were, but I didn't know the combination or when they were coming or whatever. I have 3 criticisms. The first one is that the quality of the screens and the sets is not like incredible, so that kind of takes away from it a little bit. The second thing is I had, oh, here it comes. The second thing is that there's a storyline and they really don't set you up for it in the queue, so you really have no idea what's going on. And then the third thing is, I think what's going to be my problem with this type of attraction just in general is that every time you have one of these effects, there's sort of a little bit of a stall. You sort of pause for quite a long time, and it actually ends up sort of breaking up the rhythm of the ride. Like the pacing isn't amazing just because you're sort of waiting for like the transition to get into the right spot and for the sensors to clear it, or however it works, whatever. But you end up sort of waiting, so the pacing is not good. But the ride itself I thought was really fun. So yeah, I waited 15 minutes for that. Did it in the front row. I think I'm gonna try and do that again if I can. The lines are actually kind of long today. There's kind of a lot of people, even though it doesn't look like it, but the operations are really slow. So we'll see. It actually looks like the longest waits are for the kiddie rides. Like this has a really long line, the kiddie coaster has a long line. There goes Turbo Tracks. I might go do that next. Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna go do Turbo Track. Yeah, so Turbo Tracks, I did it on the one where you're facing backwards on the launch, which was really cool because when you get up to that part, you have a downward facing view of like the whole roof area, and it was really fun. The launch is pretty snappy. I thought it was not a bad addition. They have a dual loading station, but they were only operating one side, so it was like a 25-minute wait, unfortunately. But yeah, quite the view up here, by the way. Okay, Fiorano GT Challenge. This is a pair of racing coasters with some launches. There are two family rides. I'm actually really excited about this one. It's sort of interesting. Instead of having the turns banked, it's sort of like unbanked turns. So I think it's supposed to feel a little bit more like you're actually racing in these cars. And the trains look really cool. I was really hoping that Ferrari Land in Spain, in Barcelona, which is my home park, I was really hoping that they were going to get one of these, and they didn't. They got one of these like electric racing cars instead. So yeah, I'm excited to try this here. Okay, so from the looks of it, I might be losing another credit. I'm only seeing the yellow side go. Yes. Okay, Fiorano GT. Yeah, it was pretty fun, and it was like I said, like the turns are not banked, so you get like thrown to the side. The launches are actually pretty snappy, and it was more intense than I thought it was going to be with those like crazy turns. I think you're really missing out a lot if it's not dueling, or racing I should say, and it wasn't, so I'm a little bit sad about that, but I still thought it was fun. Hopefully the other side comes online at some point, or I'm coming back here for another day, so we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to get on it then. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get some food and take a little break because I'm getting worn out, and I don't want to like lose the positivity. No, I'm enjoying the park a lot. It's really nice. The operations are quite slow, but actually the fast track wasn't crazy. I think it said it was like 150 dirham or whatever it's called, AED. It's like 30 bucks or something like that. So I might do that for the second day just so I can ride things a whole bunch of times because the operations are really slow. Like even if there aren't that many people in front of you, you are going to be waiting quite a bit just because there's like the operations are pretty slow and they're really only running one train on things. So anyway, that's something to take into consideration. The wristband to get on might be a better choice. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this Made in Maranello dark ride. I think it's sort of like a factory tour a little bit that shows you how to make Ferraris, but strangely enough, it uses the technology they use for like Spider-Man, which is really technologically advanced, so maybe unnecessary, that kind of technology, but anyway, I'm gonna give it a try. And then I'm gonna eat something. Oh my god. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. It's pretty much screen-based. It could be really interesting, but it's not. And also the screens, the quality's terrible. I asked the guy, I was like, is there something broken in that first and second scene? There's like screens that are just gray, and then there's just some like cloths that are hanging from the ceiling and there's no lights. It looks like there should be like projection mapping or something. And he's like, no, it's just like that. And I'm like, why? Like, that could perfectly well have just been like a regular theater show that it could be like a 5 or 10 minute show about how they make the Ferraris. It didn't have to be a ride. Like, that was such a poor use of the technology. Anyway, that's the first thing here that I think is really terrible. Everything else has been wonderful. So, time to eat. Okay, I'm here, so I'm gonna do Made in... No, I'm sorry, that was the other one. What's this one called? Magic something? Journey of Magic? No. Whatever. Whatever it's called. I'll put it on the screen or something. Anyway, it's another dark ride. I think it also uses the technology that they use for Transformers and Spider-Man. This one I think is a little bit more interesting than Made in Maranello. Hopefully. Anyway, doesn't seem like there's very much of a wait, which is wonderful. And I'm caffeinated, hydrated, and fed, and in a better mood.
Start the game? Did you think it would be that easy? Catch me if you can. After me.
Okay, Speed of Magic, that was super cheesy. The pre-show was like particularly cheesy, and I couldn't stop laughing. I loved it. The ride itself, it's a poor use of that technology, because like if you've been on Spider-Man or whatever, you know that it's a mix between screens and physical sets, and with this one it's pretty much all screens. I mean, it's still fun, the movement's fun, and the video looked actually really good, because some of the other ones, the video didn't look very good. So the quality of the video was good, and you know, it's fine. No, actually, I think that like for families and stuff, I think little kids would probably think that's pretty fun. So yeah, it was good. And anyway, I need a roller coaster, so I'm going back to the Fiorano GT challenge. I can't remember any of the names of any of these rides ever, so if I say it, it's because I'm probably walking under the sign of the ride, and that's the only reason why I know what it is. Anyway, the sun's starting to go down. I've got the kiddie coaster to do, and then I've got a couple other like dark rides that I need to do. So anyway, I'm just doing this to give myself a little bit of joy before I have to go and do like the walk of shame and do the kiddie coaster. So one of the things that I was thinking about when I was on the ride is it's almost like a launched Wild Mouse. And I think I kind of like it. I did it in the front row this time, and it's definitely way more fun in the front row. Yeah, I think it's good. I really wish that they were doing the racing, but it's fine. I liked it. Okay, flying theater. I've heard it's a really bad one, and I'm not really the biggest fan of these anyways, but give it a try. This way? Thank you. Yeah, anyway, it's only a 10-minute wait right now, so I'm trying to check things off. Oh, there's the other dark ride. There's one more big dark ride that I got left, and the kiddie coaster and a couple other things. Yeah, that was absolutely terrible. I've never done a flying theater with that particular system before. It kind of like lifts up like this, and it was horrible. It like barely moves at all. It was sort of shaky, and yeah, and the movie, I mean, the film was okay, it was fine, but there was no story behind it or anything like that. But I mean, if you're comparing this one with the one that's at Ferrari Land in Spain,
Hola, bienvenidos.
the one in Ferrari Land is a million times better, and it's because of the company that they used for like the hardware. I'm gonna have to look up which one's which or whatever. I've never seen this one before, but it is not at all good. So anyway, hopefully there's no line at the kiddie coaster. Heading there now. Yeah, actually that was a really fun little family coaster. It's got a little bit of a rattle to it, but I love the train design, and actually around the corners it's got some good forces, so not bad at all. And actually the kids section looks really, really nice. There's a couple rides that I might come back and do for day 2. There's like a teacups ride that looks like tires. Very cool. Oh, this is pretty over here. Oh, and also I saw that there's some actual like full-size go-karts here as well. I don't know if those are included or not, but that'd be really fun too. I might also do that when I come back. I'm liking this park. Okay, Bella Italia. It's a little driving ride that passes by some different scenes from Italy, but I'm actually really excited about it because I think it's going to look really nice at night right now. So that's my recommendation. Also, the line is a lot shorter. A lot of these kids' rides are very popular. It's a small world from hell. Yeah, that was cute, and actually you actually get to steer a little bit. I thought it was just basically going to be on a track, but you do get to steer a little bit. So I was sort of hitting the guardrails left and right, but yeah, it's nice. Great for the family. It's just a nice little, like, you know, trip around. You get some great views of Mission Ferrari. Although poor Florence, it looks like was sort of built upon. So their city was destroyed. Okay, so I'm gonna run and do the last dark ride that I've got left, and then I'm gonna jump in line for Formula Rossa to try and get a night ride on that. Actually, I'll probably do that one first, and then if I have time, I'm gonna go back for Mission Ferrari. Probably won't have time for that, but hopefully, I don't know. I'm hustling. Okay. Hopefully there's not a huge line. I'm so excited to do this at night. There's basically like no lights out there. Wow, it's not even, there are no lights. You can't see a thing. There are no lights out there. So this could be really interesting. I'm super, super pumped. Oh my gosh, they put a second train on. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Formula Rossa in the very front row. Pitch black outside. Obviously there's a lot of like light pollution around. I had to put this in a ponytail because otherwise it's gonna go like crazy. There's a lot of light pollution around, so it's not pitch black, but it was still really cool. I did it in the front row again. really, really fun ride. 20 minutes. I'm gonna make the executive decision, and instead of doing Benno's Great Race, which is the dark ride that I have left, I'm gonna go and do, I keep on calling it street mission. It's not a street mission. Ferrari mission. I'm gonna go do that one more time. If I don't have time for this today, I'm gonna hit that when I come back on Monday. So, but fingers crossed. I don't know, we have 20 minutes, but the operations were crazy slow. Surprise, surprise. They're operating with 2 trains, but really they were operating like it was 1 train, so kind of useless. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish that they like told more of a story here so we knew what was going on. But anyway, that's the station. The ride's pretty fun. That probably tells you something, but there's no sound. So anyway, on I go. Mission Ferrari the second time. I absolutely loved it that time. I thought that was really fun. My complaints that I had before, I still have them, but it was really fun. Also, I definitely found the best seat. If you're on that ride, you want to sit in the front row on the very far right. Did yours work? Oh, look at you go. Yeah, actually, I really liked that. The physical sets themselves were really good. The part where you had to play the game, the idea is really cool because each one of the games is like a little bit different, but the screens didn't really work very well for me. I don't know if it was just kind of broken. I mean, it had to be broken because I'm not that bad at these things. But the physical sets were really fun. The movement was cool. It's a trackless dark ride, I think, more or less. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought that was a good one. Okay, that's gonna be it for me. I'm so tired. Okay, that's gonna be it for me here at Ferrari World, Abu Dhabi. It was a really great day. The operations were not so amazing, but there's some really fun rides here. Formula Rossa is a really great attraction. Benno or whatever, dark ride was not bad. Mission Ferrari, I also thought, in the end, I thought it was really good. It grew on me a little bit. But yeah, overall, it's a good park. I definitely wouldn't mind coming back here when Flying Aces is open, because that, I'm sure, is the best roller coaster at the park. But yeah, even the family ride, and in the end, I ended up liking it more than I did the first time around. So yeah, all in all, I think it was really fun. Anyway, good start to my trip. This is the first day of many, and tomorrow, I'm not really sure, but I think I'm going to go to Yes Waterworld. Either that or Warner Brothers. All the yes. Anyway, that's all for me. Bye.